I just want to tell someone because right now I feel like, when you press down your true feelings, you're only suppressing them for a time. And no one truly knows how long that is or how short of a time that is. But what we do understand is that eventually that shit is going to rise back up like bio. Okay. And it's going to come out, unfortunately for us, sometimes at the most opportune times. So I feel like Spirit wants me to share with you that, you don't need closure. You don't need closure because closure for me speaks to external validation, like you're looking to be validated or you're looking to have something validated outside of yourself. You don't need closure. What you do need is to release. Someone in this collective, in fact, there are quite a few people, and that includes me, is struggling with some of the cycles that are closing out. And let me tell you this, it is not foreign to feel in the manner in which you feel right now. Okay. In fact, it is absolutely normal to have sort of this lingering energy around holding on to the old. And that's why I say, when you're in this space where you feel like you need better understanding or an understanding of how a thing has come to its own time and space and it's outside of your control, the thing that you need most is not to have all the answers, but instead to allow yourself to feel however that thing is making you feel. Feel so that you can honorably release. Your higher self is calling for it, okay? Whether you need to go in your vehicle, you know what I'm saying, by yourself and scream to the mountaintop, whether you need to cry and, just allow the tears to release sort of these feelings you've been holding in for so long. Either way, you are deserving of that space and time to do so. And I will not place a counter on that because only you will know when you have arrived after releasing a thing. And just to kind of further back that up, it's funny. I talk a lot about being in alignment and out of alignment and, preach, preach, preach. You guys stay in alignment. But I want to say a thing about that because I feel I feel like although this can be sort of a heavy message, that is not what Spirit is intending, but the reality of it is still that you need to hear this, okay? Many times when I feel that I am in the utmost alignment, right? Usually it's kind of like the sun shining, right? But only it's emanating from within to the extreme that I feel like sometimes I'm bursting with light energy, right? And I just want to share and, you know what I'm saying, cultivate the love that's coming from out of me. And then there are times where I am most in alignment, where I'm honoring my highest self for my highest good, and everything seems overwhelming. Everything seems out of my control. And it is actually at that very moment when I realize this shit is out of control. I have no control over it, that I surrender myself. I surrender that need to control. And there it is. So I'm saying all of this to say that you guys, you don't need closure. You don't need someone to tell you that this is a particular way. You just need to allow yourself to feel, release, and heal. How do I do that, Missy? Well, I will say this. Crying is a release. Crying is a benefit that you have in your tool belt, okay? There are going to be so many things that happen when you allow yourself to cry. You know what I'm saying? If that is what you need to do. Just in the same way that laughter, you know what I'm saying, allows you to release endorphins that are so good for your health and the health of those around you. The same thing is with crying. Yeah, we have unfortunately placed negative connotations around crying. Oh, a man doesn't cry. Oh, don't cry too long. Nah, squash that, because remember, we're closing those cycles and those feelings and those thoughts that are limiting and create doubt within us, when we know that at the very core of our being, we're human and we're going to strive and we're going to have issues with things. And as a result, we're going to feel, okay? Some of you guys could be seeing a lot of fives because there's a lot of change at play. 555 on my timer. Thank you, Spirit. And we have a full moon coming up tomorrow. And so some of you guys could be feeling that energy right now as well. Don't shy away from it. Whatever you have needed to let go and you are having difficulty letting go, this is a cycle in which cord cutting has began. Some of the hardest things that you've gone through, some of the hardest things that you've not been able to walk away from, it's time. You have done so much work on yourself that it is time for you to see what you've reaped. You've sown so many positive things, so many prayers, and you cried by yourself, cried yourself to sleep, woke up crying. And the reality is that the divine always heard your tears. And all that time, there was all this work being done behind the scenes to create a unique pathway for you. And it's here now. So what's coming to a close, you don't got to see the full picture of it. You don't even have to know what's closing and what's going to be open. But you do have to trust yourself enough to know that you do not need the external validation you're looking for in another and in places outside of you, and energies that existed that no longer belong to you. You just need to feel and release. You guys got this. One foot in front of the other, one thought at a time, from one moment of glory to the next. Keep your head up. Love all over yourself. And don't ever forget to choose you. Mwah. I love you guys.